Singles match. This is the most basic WWE match, with one wrestler facing one opponent. It usually ends by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. Most wrestling stories begin here because it keeps the focus simple. Two competitors, one winner, and a clear test of skill. Tag team match. This match has two teams, usually with two wrestlers on each side. Only one member from each team is legal in the ring at a time, and partners will tag each other to switch. It matters because teamwork, timing, and trust become just as important as strength. Three-threat match. Three wrestlers compete at the same time, and the first person to score a pinfall or submission wins. There are usually no countouts, and disqualifications are often ignored because the referee cannot control everything at once. The danger comes from not needing to be involved in the finish to lose the match. Fatal four-way match. Four wrestlers fight at the same time, with the first pinfall or submission deciding the winner. It feels more unpredictable than a singles match because alliances can form and break within seconds. One wrestler can dominate the match but still lose if another competitor takes advantage at the right moment. Handicap match. This match puts one wrestler against two or more opponents, or sometimes a smaller team against a larger team. It is often used when a villain wants to punish someone, or when a strong wrestler needs to look almost impossible to defeat. The story is usually about survival, pressure, and fighting against unfair odds. Battle Royal. Many wrestlers start in the ring together, and competitors are eliminated by being thrown over the top rope with both feet touching the floor. The last wrestler remaining wins. This type of match is chaotic, but it gives many wrestlers a chance to appear and can quickly create surprise winners. Royal Rumble match. This is a special version of the Battle Royal where wrestlers enter one by one at timed intervals instead of starting together. The match usually has 30 entrants, and elimination happens over the top rope. It is one of WWE's most famous match types because it mixes endurance, surprise returns, and the dream of earning a major championship opportunity. Elimination match. In this match, losing one fall does not always end everything. Wrestlers or teams are removed one by one through pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification until only one side remains. It matters because the story can change many times as the numbers slowly shrink. No disqualification match. In this match, the normal rules are loosened and a wrestler cannot lose by disqualification. Weapons, outside interference, and fighting around the arena are usually allowed. It is used when a rivalry has become too personal for a normal match to settle. Street fight. A street fight is similar to a no disqualification match, but it is presented as rougher and less formal. Wrestlers may wear casual clothes instead of regular ring gear, and the action often spills outside the ring. The idea comes from making the match feel less like a sport and more like a personal fight. Falls Count Anywhere match. In this match, a pinfall or submission can happen anywhere, not just inside the ring. Wrestlers may fight through the crowd, backstage, or around the arena. It matters because the whole building becomes part of the match, making the ending harder to predict. Last Man Standing match. The goal is not to pin the opponent, but to keep them down for a 10 count. After a major move, the referee counts, and the match continues unless one wrestler cannot stand up before 10. It is often used for intense rivalries because the winner must prove they can outlast the other person. I Quit match. This match ends only when one wrestler says the words, "I quit." There are no normal pinfalls or submissions. It is built around pride and toughness because the loser must openly admit defeat. Submission match. A submission match can only end when one wrestler forces the other to give up through a hold. Pinning the opponent doesn't matter. This match highlights technical wrestling, pressure, and the ability to stay calm while trapped. Iron Man match. This match has a fixed time limit, and the wrestler with the most falls when time runs out wins. Falls can usually come by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. It matters because one lucky moment is not enough. The winner has to perform across the entire match. 2 out of 3 falls match. In this match, the first wrestler or team to win 2 falls wins the match. A fall can usually happen by pinfall, submission, countout, or disqualification. It gives the story more time to build because a wrestler can lose early and still come back. Lumberjack match. Wrestlers surround the outside of the ring while 2 competitors fight inside. If someone leaves the ring, the lumberjacks are meant to throw them back in. This match is often used to stop a wrestler from running away, but it can also create chaos when the people outside have their own grudges. Steel cage match. The ring is surrounded by a tall steel cage, and the match can usually end by pinfall, submission, or escaping the cage, depending on the rules. It was created to keep wrestlers inside and stop outside interference. Over time, it became one of WWE's most dramatic match types because the cage itself becomes part of the story. Hell in a Cell match. This match takes the steel cage idea even further by placing a huge cell structure around the ring and ringside area. The door is locked, and escape is not the main goal. It is usually saved for rivalries that feel final because the structure creates a sense that there is nowhere left to run. Elimination Chamber match. This match takes place inside a large steel structure with pods holding some of the wrestlers at the start. 2 wrestlers begin and others enter later until everyone is involved. Eliminations happen by pinfall or submission, and the last wrestler remaining wins, making it a mix of survival, timing, and endurance.